Welcome to Stanley Parable.
you were going to say something else there, weren't you?
Maybe something like that. I'm hype. I'm jived. This is one of the more fun games. One of the more interesting games I've ever played.
I've never played.
It's certainly. Do you know anything about it?
I know that there's doors.
There's a lot of doors.
And I know that it was a very cerebral experience.
Well, before we talk too much, let me just see if the microphone's turned on. And it is. So
good.
It is. So this was a runaway hit that garnered so much cult affection that it actually got a sequel, which says a lot about the game because it was basically a 15-minute game with Half-Life assets.
Nice.
And it's very meta, and it's very love or hate. I mean, there's a bit of a backlash there. You're doing a lot of... Start the game.
Okay, I was going to say, there's not a lot of, play here.
There's no...
While we listen to the explanation.
Oh, right, yeah, that's me. I'm the one saying that. I'm the one, stopping you from going the game by being like, Stanley Parable was invented in 2006, created by Nikola Tesla in the 1920s.
That would be... Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised. You look at those books that he wrote? Yeah.
I did. He wrote books?
Well, he left
This
behind
is the
notebooks.
story of a man named Stanley.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
This guy's voice is
Employee
amazing.
number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427
I know.
and he pushed
They
buttons
can't
on
see
a
you
printer.
gesturing, Mike.
Okay, good
Orders
point.
came to him through a monitor
all Half-Life
next to his
assets.
desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
AKA the
This
Chinese
is
room
what
experiment.
employee 427 did every
Incidentally,
day
I think
of
the-
every month
no, wait, they
of
made
every
DRS
year. And although
he
others
shit
might
the
have
chair?
considered it soul-wrenching,
Look at that
Stanley relished
keyboard.
every
It's like
moment
pushed
that
into
the
three
orders
pieces.
came in,
It's a
as
Z-board.
though he had been
Oh,
made
nice.
exactly for this job. And
So this
Stanley
game
was
might not be the
happy.
best Let's Play game to Let's Play, but let's play it anyway.
Let's play...
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something
great
that would
narrative, isn't it?
forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
You play as Will Ferrell, by the way.
He had
Yeah,
been at his
strange
desk for
fiction.
nearly an hour when he realized that not one
just assumed
single
that you were
order
actually
had arrived on a monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Dun dun dun.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
Stanley, you need to press
Something
X
was
before
very
the grenade
clearly wrong.
explodes.
Shocked, frozen solid,
Stanley, use the
Stanley
key
found
card.
himself unable to
those-
move
those
for the
low-res
longest
textures.
time.
Oh yeah, they're pretty
As he
low
came
res.
to his wits and regained his
Assets.
senses,
I don't remember them
he got
being
up from
so
his desk
low in Half-Life.
and walked out into the
They were in
hallway.
Alex's room, or rather, what's Kleiner? They're in Kleiner's. You're playing.
I'm
It's
playing
happening.
the video game. I'm
happening.
playing the video game.
Real life mirror physics? No, you are a vampire.
No,
or that's,
that's
a window.
a window. I can see how you'd be confused.
A little bit confused.
Is it difficult being a dog?
An invalid? whoa! Not a dog.
Well, you've seen how dogs react to mirrors. And,
No, actually I haven't.
Oh, well.
They hate mirrors? Are they like fighting fish?
well, it's the kind of thing where
Stanley
I want
decided to
shut
go
up,
to the
I'm
staff
talking!
lounge to
Like I
check on
said,
his co-worker.
typical game to Let's Play.
He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others.
Oh, God.
So the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
God, it's like being Doom Guy.
It's like the fourth wall is so broken. Don't you love watching our YouTube video, guys? The best is when you do it out of sync, so it's like.
Hey, the door's closed. I better sneak up on the door.
This game is so fourth wall breaking that there's only 3 walls. There's only ever 3 walls, and a lot of people did a lot of.
I can see 4 walls.
I mean, theoretically.
Oh.
You ding dong, you dangus. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you a dangus.
That sounds like something from Barsoom. I feel like a Barsoomian
From what?
from the Mars. A Princess of Mars.
Are you? Oh, I was.
Mars is called Barsoom. by
I
the
thought you
people
meant
that live
Ghosts of Mars with Ice Cube. What? You forget about Ghosts of Mars?
there. I had pleasantly forgotten about Ghosts of Mars.
The only part of Ghosts of Mars I remember is Ice Cube going, "We need to get off Mars." And then some things happening. And some sort of space drug. A guy takes a space drug and he...
Is that the one where there's like a guy on the spaceship eating Skittles and he like arranges them into a DNA helix?
Sure. No, that might have been Jason X.
No. It was another Mars movie. It was.
Nanomachines.
Oh, look, a door.
What if Kojima directed Jason X? 'Cause
When
fucking
Stanley
nano
came to a
machines.
set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fuck you!
Make your Oh! You know 50%.
This was not the correct way to the employee lounge,
50%.
and Stanley knew it perfectly well. So he turned left at the first open door and walked back in the right direction.
50% of the people under this door. Oh, you're one of those, are you?
Listen, I'm Tuxedo Mask. I do whatever the fuck I want.
Roses. Sharpened roses.
Hey, it works.
Well, look at this anime. You've tried to throw a rose with any kind of aerodynamic stability?
Once, yes.
Stanley was
Precisely
so
once.
bad at following
That was a
directions,
difficult hospital
it's
visit to
incredible he
explain.
wasn't fired years
Why
ago.
are these petals in your
Maybe
scrotum?
this is why everyone had left. No one wanted to be around someone as bad at listening as him. And since he was walking into the middle of nowhere and thus
I'm
ruining the entire
rapidly
story,
trying to think of plant
Stanley
anatomy.
decided that he
What's
would
this
punish
stamen doing
himself.
in your prostate?
So when he came to the elevator and the doors opened, he stepped inside and pushed the button to go up.
So, like, you just got put on blast by the narrator, which he said a bunch of shit about how you're a ding dong.
I know. I'm happy for that.
This is why PC gaming is great, people. You can choose the buttons with your mouse look. It's down. I mean up. I think down. He said down to go to the employee lounge.
No, he said up to go to the
Oh, okay,
lounge.
cool.
Didn't he?
Maybe.
All right, you know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this thing.
What do you? Why?
I lost it.
Why? Did it?
Oh!
Up is the choice.
Yes. Okay. Good catch. I'll be honest. I was like, I don't know what I pushed as I watched the floor descend below me.
You're in a black nebulous void. It was getting to be some like Einsteinian shit where you don't have any point of reference, so it doesn't look like we're moving or standing still. You know.
I'm gonna sneak up on
Carl
the
Sagan.
narration. I'm gonna sneak up on the narration this time.
Oh, he's not gonna.
He's not gonna see
He's
me.
not gonna.
I'm gonna be like Solid Snake on your door there.
Metal Gear. You need to go to the first floor basement. First floor basement. And you need a key card. A key card.
I've never played Metal Gear Solid. I have no idea what you're talking about.
The only thing you need to know is that women have more hiding places than men.
Oh, well.
And then also.
Listen, if you can't hide something in your urethra, then it's obviously not important enough.
Oh, unless you're uncircumcised.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, look, those things! That Freeman thing did a thing and then... It,
I remember
look,
those
it's those things that Gordon Freeman wore in. Damn it!
You just can't win. You can't win.
Speaking of foreign language, what can I say?
It almost perplexed Stanley that he had actually gone and stepped into this metal trap.
That was...
After all, it should have been no surprise that this thing would lead him to his death. But he thought to himself, this is simply the price to pay for ruining a perfectly good story. So he
Way to
resigned
go.
and willingly accepted his fate, the
Way to
inevitable
go.
end toward which he
Dear
had spent
viewers,
so
Mike
long
is now taking his
starving.
hands off the keyboard and is folding them tentatively. Prying his hands. Wait, press escape, press escape! Look at that. You can end the game. Fucking meta.
What?
You can end the game before you die.
How?
By going quit.
Well,
Look how
okay.
fucking meta it is.
But, like, if I hit quit, well, then
Nothing will change, but you would have prevented your death from the meta.
Listen, I take my consequences like a man. Goodbye, cruel world.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator as he sent his subject down the conveyor belt and
Oh,
into
it's
the
that!
enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him
And the organs
instantly.
too.
But what happened to the narrator?
Oh, we just got,
Oh snap!
got into some fucking, some amnesia level, or rather some eternal darkness level mind fuckery.
Oh, I can't go back.
This can't be happening! You played that game, right?
Which? Amnesia?
Eternal Darkness? For the GameCube?
No.
Oh, dude, it's like a medieval, it's like intertemporal, right? Like you play different zones in time.
Okay.
And one of them, you're in a medieval setting, and you just go into a room and there's fucking guns everywhere, like AKs.
Okay,
And you're
but
like,
360 no scope.
boom! 420, blah, blah,
It's a shame then that for all his work, it was such a
and then
meaningless
you get the fucking
victory for the
Snoop Dogg
narrator.
gifts.
Did he really think he would accomplish anything by murdering this disposable vessel?
Wow.
Hey, some chess. Is it a real chessboard? Like, comment, and subscribe if you know this is a real chessboard.
I will destroy you. I will find your weakness. Hey, look where we are.
So Snoop Dogg, have you ever seen those videos where people have taken Nintendo games and they re-edit the music files to just have chiptune alterations of Snoop Dogg going smoke weed every day?
No.
Oh my god, like the Tetris theme. It's like smoke, 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 smoke weed every day. I can't stop listening to these songs.
That's...
Smoke, 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 smoke weed every day. Smoke, smoke, smoke weed
Hashtag
every
don't
day.
show up for school.
Hashtag don't turn that into a thing.
No, I am going to. That is
You
officially...
dare turn that into a thing.
This looks so Star Trek. Like,
Dude!
I swear to God.
Dude, that's the security guards. That's the ComSat system you see in like the first 15 minutes.
No, I get
There's like
that,
50 of those.
I'm pretty sure that I've seen someone tortured on a Romulan ship with one of these.
Play Dom Judge Human.
You haven't. You have not earned the right to make that
I
joke.
can make a Dom Judge joke. I saw Red Letter Media. I'm breaking them. Kerpla. How about that for a?
Kerpla. Kerpla.
They say Kerpla, right?
No, Kerpla is
The
that
Romulans?
game with those sticks you pull out.
That's
and balls.
Kerplunk.
All right, so I was close.
Whatever. The Spockians say Kerpla.
I will. Dear viewers,
Dear viewers.
I'm sorry. I'm going to have
Viewers.
to leave you here for a moment. The game is going to stop for a second as I beat this fucker to death.
Stanley
You shit!
Star Trek. New generation.
Sorry. Anyway, next. Ah! Anyway, nothing happened. Don't call the
Warp
police.
9.
Every possible choice Stanley could make had been designed for him long before he ever set foot here.
I am having so
The
much fun.
narrator wanted to kill him. Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start.
That's poetic.
This is gonna fucking blow your mind, man. But get this: you're Stanley, the player. Like you as an experiencer
An experiencer
of the gameness.
of the game.
What are you doing? Just go and do the thing.
But look,
What? What?
I don't know.
I thought you were going somewhere for that.
No, I
Look
got
at these
nothing.
doors.
That's not.
Look at that.
what is- oh, it's a squisher.
Look at those squishers.
Who designed this room?
MC Escher? He said.
Okay, now we've got a green exit sign.
Okay, alright.
So we had a red exit sign before.
So this means good. Green means good.
Well, I guess, but there's only one way to go since that previous one.
I just realized we didn't start the timer.
No,
So
we
we're gonna
didn't.
start it right now.
Okay.
Boom.
Oh, hey, I made it outside. To my death.
You're done. It's
There's
over.
no salvation for either of these two, I'm afraid. The narrator had as little power over Stanley as Stanley did over the paths that
Wanna do
he
speedrun?
walked.
Yes.
Alright. I think, was this...
You-
But listen to me.
branching.
This story is not over. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push
it gonna be,
escape
Abe?
and press quit.
What's it gonna
There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path.
She's gonna be
Stop now,
frantic.
and it'll be your only true choice.
you gonna- are you
Whatever
gonna-
you do, choose.
Nice.
Man, I forgot that's a bit unsettling.
That's like that's a little unnerving. Yeah.
It's like really kind of like just jolts you out of it. I don't know what.
Oh.
This is very entertaining. Oh, here we go.
That's okay. Yeah.
Oh, now it's just black. All right, speedrun. Let's do this.
Speed
What's
all
mine?
right, you
All right,
drive.
we're switching.
Yep.
Switch mode engaged. Oh, how can you play like this?
Very well.
All right, start your
Should be
game.
even easier for you. You're gigantic.
Boom. I'm pretty huge.
Your tallness.
Like, comment, and subscribe if you
This
want
is
to
the
guess my height.
story of a man.
Speedrun!
you have a magnificent tallness attribute.
I can't even
Stanley
jump.
decided to go to the
Yeah.
start line.
I'll just pretend to bunny hop.
He never functioned well by himself, and constantly needed support and guidance from others.
For those
So that's
bunny,
practice. That
Total
takes years of practice.
for those
solitude
bunny
was
hopping
terrifying.
pros, you never actually press W. You strafe cycle between A and D.
When Stanley came to a set of two
The
open
pros
doors,
do know that. So the
He
people that I'm
entered the
talking
door
to
on his
don't.
left.
No, they don't exist. Because the pros don't care, and the people who don't know don't want to know.
Stanley entered the
Da-da-da-da-da.
lounge. He was horrified to find not a single person here. He decided he would walk up to see
Nope.
his boss.
I'm gonna get Dr.
hoping that he would
Green's
find
private
an answer
reserve.
there.
Doctor greater than Breens.
Green text.
Oh, see that? No, we lost the speedrun there.
We just
We're
fuck!
gonna get the record.
Damn it! Losing those
Coming
seconds,
to
those
a
Koreans are gonna
staircase,
beat us.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I just
But
realized
Stanley
You lost
just
before
couldn't
you
do
began.
it. He considered the
you lost
possibility
before
of
you even
facing his
began.
boss,
Oh, that drone
of
that didn't
admitting that he
mine
had
for that
left his
0.5
post during
seconds.
workouts.
Done. Your
He
game's
had
over.
tried for that,
GG, motherfucker.
and in such a
out.
competitive
Stanley Parable,
economy,
GG.
was it
Pulling
really
Hydra
worth
Fields.
taking
Just
that
get the
risk?
fuck out.
All because he believed
I don't have the money
everyone
to
had
blow
disappeared.
on
His
fucking
boss would think he was
arcade
crazy.
sticks.
And then something occurred to Stanley.
Alright, listen.
Maybe,
if you can
he
play
thought to
Star...
himself,
What am I
maybe
doing? Oh god, I've
I
really
am
lost
crazy.
minutes. I should probably
Everyone
rewind.
I know simply vanishing out of the blue, there's almost no other explanation for
Volume
it.
getting louder?
And a nagging fear began to creep up in his
Turn this
mind.
down.
Questions that had been
we're not
there
listening to
all
him.
along.
I'm going
he
back,
just
I'm
hadn't
going in
put his
circles.
finger on them yet.
I'm going in circles.
For
This is the most
example,
engaging, amazing last one I've
Why
ever seen in my
couldn't he
life.
see his feet
Yeah, you're
when he
welcome.
looked down?
The world.
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Was he just walking around in
Creepy.
circles? Where am I, he thought. And the more he found himself unable to answer these
Wherever
questions,
you go, there you are.
the more questions
Hey,
continued
John
to
Kabat-Zinn.
arise,
Who-
until he came
who
to
wrote
the
that? John
issue that had been
Kabat-Zinn?
slowly balling until he could ignore it no longer.
Oh, her.
Why is there a voice in my head
Wish I was playing
dictating
Dark
everything
Souls
that I'm doing and
2?
thinking? Suddenly,
That's what
every
Stanley's
door
playing.
slammed
That's
shut.
what Stanley's playing.
No! Stanley screamed. I need
No.
to get out of here. I
No.
need to know that there's something out
get
there.
out of here.
I need to know it's not just all in my head.
Shut up! I am
He
trying to keep up,
screamed and
narrator.
clutched at his skull as the voice grew harsher and the music in the background rose higher and
Look how
higher.
fucking creepy
And
this
then,
game was.
moments before collapsing to the ground,
Like that picture.
Stanley clenched his fists and screamed to anyone who might be listening, I'm not
Red
real!
Bull!
I'm not real! Don't believe any of it! None of it's real! And then everything went black.
You know, as it do.
As you do.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
We can't really trust you, though, narrator.
Mariella
it's
woke
true.
up on a day like any
The
other.
narrator's like a
She got
nefarious.
dressed, went to work, clocked in, clocked out,
Speedrun.
and then she walked home.
4 minutes, 29
But her
seconds.
walk on this day was interrupted
Boom.
by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to
Mental
himself,
sickness!
and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Moments
And then she
after
wondered,
seeing him,
why
she
are we
would
wearing-
turn,
why are we
run
all
to the
wearing
nearest
Canadian
police station
tuxedos?
and call for an
Canadian
ambulance.
tuxedo?
But for
That's where
just
you
a
wear
few
nothing
brief
but
seconds,
denim.
she merely
Yeah.
stood
Your whole body's
unable
denim.
to move.
There's a really bad picture on
The tragedy was not the death of a single person.
Justin
It
Timberlake
was that
wearing,
she would
and,
never
like,
know
just
this
posted
man's
Justin
story.
Timberlake where he's wearing a
Never hear in his
Canadian
own
tuxedo.
words what had happened to him, or what he
I
believed
always
had
thought
happened
Justin
to him.
Timberlake was Backstreet.
For to know these things
Was he?
would be
Oh,
to
shit.
exist inside the
Wait.
head of the man himself.
What is he?
So all she could do
Okay, whatever.
was observe
Whatever.
from a
O-Town is the
distance
king,
and
so
pity him.
fuck all those guys.
But Mariella had places to be.
Oh
and
my God,
people
this
to
is so
meet with,
boring.
Very important people whose
I'm
impressions
so
of her
sorry we
would
couldn't
affect
get
her
Oddworld to
career
work.
and indeed
Disgust
the
me.
rest of her life.
I'm sad about that.
She stood there,
Dear viewers,
only a
pay.
moment, looking down at the body.
New ta- alright, dear people, don't do that. That doesn't sound like what it sounds like to them. New and tasty.
They won't know.
New and tasty. Written and directed by Davey. So right,
Oh,
yeah.
You won. I lost.
Boom.
But you win this round.
All right. Stay tuned for New and Tasty.